back to the N.y.a show. Let me stop that share for a second. Please be sure to check out the last two shows. I did share my clips like I was supposed to. I did not put things out like I was supposed to. Something they on TikTok, but it's not on YouTube like they're supposed to be. So this man is a full-blown cuckoo. This Florida man who used office supplies, hole punches, paper cutter to kill his co-workers, pleads guilty, then devastated dad warning against chroming trend after a 14-year-old loses her life. So be sure to check out my last two shows. We want to share these stories. Like I said, Merry Christmas, just in case I don't make a show, another show before Christmas comes around. But I think that I will. But if not, Merry Christmas to everybody, and then I'll see you guys before the new year. Like I say, the hustle don't stop for the ones on the bottom in the YouTube game. Don't stop. So I'm saying shout out to everybody that's still hustling, doing their thing, supporting the show. Now I wanted to also say this past weekend was excellent. I went if you follow me on social, maybe I'll put some here on YouTube, two of the photos at Ponce City Market. I recommend it for anybody, couples, friends looking for something interesting to do. Get the igloo and the skate. You three, four other people, y'all get out there, do some skating, get out there and play the carnival games. We out there shooting basketball, we rolling the ball, we winning the stuffed animals, we drinking. It was lit. So that was Ponce City Market here in Decatur, in Decatur in Atlanta. So be sure to do that if you ever stop down through here, because my weekend was truly amazing, truly amazing. It was a great time, great time. And I seen my homegirl Katana Kit Kat, seen her perform at Apache. I seen that on Saturday as well, and she did an amazing job too. Hopefully, come to my page, then you'll be popped over to her page so that you can support that performance whenever she does decide to put that performance up. Now, Mississippi cop who shot an 11-year-old after he called 911 to help his mother against possible attacker escapes charges. This is by Yasmin Freightman, published yesterday, December 17th, from the Atlantablackstar. Shout out to Atlantablackstar. Let's read about this. What the grand jury decided to not criminally indict a police officer who shot an 11-year-old boy in Indianola, Mississippi earlier this year. Adrian Murray was shot in the chest by a local officer, Greg Capers, I gotta have the same name, who was responding to a domestic disturbance at his home on May 20th. So here we are, a young man, a young 11-year-old, and Greg Capers. Officer Greg Capers looks like he needs more water. You know, the eyes be looking yellow. So I wouldn't be surprised if Greg Capers was supposed to be wearing glasses when he ran into this altercation with this young man here. But according to Murray's mother, Kayla Murray, she instructed Adrian to call the police because the father of another one of her children arrived at her home irate around 4 a.m. that day. Too many people, too many children deal with that. Murray said that when Capers arrived, he already had his gun drawn and asked those inside the house to come out. Other officers were reportedly also beating and kicking on the door. I don't know if there's video or audio cam of that, but that's what the mom said that Capers was doing when he arrived. Just imagine, y'all, again, the father of another child was the one that was knocking at the door being all crazy. Here's the 11-year-old, probably the oldest of the batch, his dad not there and around, and mama telling you to call the police at 4 o'clock in the morning. So the boy was probably already nervous and scared. I used to be the kid waking up 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. What's going on? What's all the family members fighting? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not cool at all. So there's no telling how he was feeling in that moment. And then if this dude that was irate, he could be like Snoop Dogg and Baby Boy, where he just like, little nigga, you ain't my son. Like, he could be treating the 11-year-old boy like that. Let's take all that into consideration too when we think about how this all happened. She said her son was complying with Capers' orders, but when he walked around the corner of a hallway into the living room, Capers saw movement and fired a shot from the outside of the house, which struck Adrian in the chest. The 11-year-old suffered a collapsed lung, fractured rib, and a lateral liver as a lacerated liver. As a result, he had to be placed on a ventilator, but survived his wounds and was released from the hospital a few days after the shooting. So let's do a bit recovery for this young man, this young kid, Adrian Murray, the 11-year-old, to get shot. I don't want to get shot at any age. I don't want to get shot with a pellet gun. I don't want to get shot. I don't want to get shot with paintball. Nothing. So to get shot and be scared, like I said, all those factors that I listed that could have been a part of what was going on right before the police got there. That's not the best thing that you want to be dealing with. Adrian's mother and her family were allowed to view the body cam. All right, here we go. Okay, but the judge sided with the city to seal the footage from public view. Oh, wow. wow, this is one of those scenarios where it may not come out how they wanted to be a social media thing because the footage was sealed. The footage is sealed, so we can't see exactly what happened. Capers has been suspended from force without pay while the department was conducting a full investigation into the shooting. Family filed a federal lawsuit a few weeks ago after the shooting, demanding a trial and millions of dollars in damages. They argued that the Indianola police chief Ronald Sampson and Officer Greg Capers breached their duty to monitor and care for and provide necessary safety to all civilians by deliberately shooting an unarmed 11-year-old. The complaint also notes inactive on the part of the police department to penalize Capers following those numerous complaints connected to incidents of abuse and excessive force. So I hope he wasn't the boys in the hood, Bernie Mac college. Like I hate my gun, not boys in the hood, but and don't be a minister. I hate my gums because they black. One of them type of officers, because that could have been a scenario, but they're putting these. We need the videos. While the grand jury has spoken, we firmly believe that there are still unanswered questions. That's what the mom said. Michael Carr, Capers' attorney, said Capers feel the grand jury made the right decision. I know he do because he's free. Sergeant Capers is relieved at this result. He is glad that citizens of Sunflower County reached a fair and correct result. He's looking forward to continue to serve under the county and the city of Indianola. The family plans to file a second lawsuit next month in Sunflower County Circuit Court. Let's see how it all plays out. We don't really know. Y'all have seen this scenario way too many times. Rest in peace to Tamir Rice, too. When I see this little kid, he looked just like Tamir Rice. That's exactly who he remind me of, a little Tamir Rice. Anybody that's familiar with that story, don't let me be the granddad of the pack, and people don't know who Tamir Rice was. But let me know what y'all thoughts are on this story overall. That officer should not be coming in that place, dark places, not having the proper glasses on if he could not see and detect what's going on. Then they are trained to shoot when they see movement and things going on. But remember, the kid, we need the video footage. We truly do need the video footage too. And then these treacherous neighborhoods too. The cops are already coming in there. You're like, yo, but what's going on left, right. But at the end of the day, you gotta pay attention. You gotta do what you gotta do to make sure that you got the proper backup too. I don't think this 11-year-old should end up getting shot. But if you listen to the scenario and you got your own thoughts on it, please drop them below in the N.y.a show. And I appreciate y'all as always. Share the story out. Continue to enjoy your week. And once again, Merry Christmas to everybody. And I'll see you guys before the new year. Lord willing, it's the N.y.a show. Catch y'all next time.